Drills Talk, episode 43. In this episode, we're going to discuss the top three types of fake supporters. This is something that we definitely need to discuss. This is something that everybody needs to listen to. We are going to discuss the most disgusting type of enemy you can have in this world, and that's a fake supporter. They are around you. Some are kind of around sometimes and then not. Others are hating from afar, but quote unquote, your supporter. This needs to be discussed. And with so much of those slimy people out there, this may be the new motto for a while because you don't want to be around these people. Let's discuss. Drills Talk, episode 43. In this episode, we're going to discuss the top three types of fake supporters. But before we get started, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, show your love however you would like to show your love. If you've been rocking with me, thanks for continuing to rock with me. If you're new, welcome to the team. Every Monday, we have a new blog. Every Wednesday, new vlog, Drills Talk. Every Friday, we have a new beat produced by me. Great channel to follow. Welcome, everybody. Let's get started. Number one are close enemies. Now these are the boldest of the type of fake supporters because these people are in your life to where you think there's no way that they can be a fake supporter. But they're close to you because they enjoy the fact that at any time you can fail. And these are the people that you have to look out for. They're around so much that they're not even thinking about being exposed. They say things and you kind of like brush it off. But let me explain to you who these people are. These people are the ones who always have something to say about what you have to say. Like you're expressing yourself and you're just sharing knowledge that you have, and they're battling with you, and you can't understand why. It's like you have no expertise on this, but because I'm sharing this, now you have something to say. Or the people who always constantly telling you, well, you think you know it all, or you think you got it all figured out. And it's like, where is this coming from? These are the people who are close to you, but are absolutely not your supporters. And we need to get them away from us. We grow up and we're taught to, keep your enemies close. No, you keep your enemies away from you. There's no reason to keep them close. You don't need them around you. And the fact that an enemy would be okay with being so close to you where your failure is actually an inconvenience to them. They're going to get a little collateral damage from it, but don't mind because your failure makes them feel that good. That is okay for that little inconvenience that they're going through. It's all right. It's not that big a deal because at least that guy or that girl who think they know it all, think they're so good, at least they failed, made me feel great. Why would you want somebody like that around you? Pay attention to the people that have a hard time understanding something that you feel is very simple. The people that just refuse to get it. They're not trying to understand you. They don't want to understand you. Don't waste your time with those type of people. Think about who's in your circle and who fits that, and then focus on how you're going to get away from them and how you're going to keep them at a distance because they don't need to be around you. They're not supporters. They're close enemies. Number two are distant enemies. Now, these are people who are like, Facebook friends, people you may run into a lot outdoors, but you're not really close friends, kind of like associates. When you see each other, you say what's up, but you're not really checking up on each other. These are people who are not really against you, but, they don't really care either way. They're kind of like, okay, well, I see that he's doing well. They're kind of watching you, but they're not watching you in hopes that you continue to do well. They're kind of measuring up against you. How is he doing? This is what I'm doing in my life. How is she doing? All right, this is how I'm doing in my life. Oh, they got a new car. Well, I'm about to get a new car. Oh, that's a nice house. Oh, we got to save up for a house. Oh, they got kids now. Well, I got to just settle down and get kids. Those type of people. You don't want them near you anyway. They need to be away anyway. But these are the other types of fake supporters. You may post something and see, oh, they're always liking my stuff. Or, I went through something real bad and they commented. They must care in some way. But the comment was kind of like, oh, you'll get through it. Oh, you got it. No big deal. You can get through it. It's not really anything uplifting. It's just to show that they're around. That's not really support. They didn't hit you. They didn't call you. You know what I mean? They didn't say, hey, everything's okay. I saw you went through something. They just wanted to be seen. They made a comment that a lot of people were liking and reacting to and commenting on because they want to be seen. It had nothing to do with you. And you have to realize that. These distant enemies need to stay at a distance. They're not exactly harmful, but again, this is people that you need to understand are not really somebody you can depend on if you're going through a rough time and maybe you're not feeling up to snuff like you used to feel and need a little pick me up. These are definitely not the people to trust in picking you up because they want you to fall. Number three are tweeners. Now, these people, they're kind of like a mixture of the close and the distant because at some times they're around, now other times they're not. And the issue is they're around enough to where if you're successful at whatever it is you're trying to do, whatever crazy venture that you're trying to accomplish, they want you to know that they were around. They don't want you to, go off and become this superstar or go off and become this super successful person and forget about them. Don't forget about me. I was there. Remember, I was around. That's the tweeners. Those aren't supporters. Those are people who don't want to miss out. Those are people who just want to make sure that, hey, we cool. There's no beef between us. And I came to your daughter's party or, I brought my son to your son's party and blah, blah, blah. They're not really supporters. They don't really understand what you're doing on a day-to-day. They're not keeping up with what you're doing. They're just making themselves aware of the situation. Okay, well, yeah, they got that now. Okay, well, yeah, there's more people watching the show. All right, cool. All right, let me show up at the next event, show my face and say, hey, what's up? You my dude, blah, 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 and then go away again. That's not a friend. That's not a supporter. These people are making sure that they're down enough so if you blow, they can pop up and you point to them and you say, all right, yeah, bring that dude in or bring that lady in. Those aren't supporters. Real supporters, you can tell because they're going the extra step. They're doing things that you pay other people to do for free. They're sharing your links. They're, telling people, hey, you watched this show, or hey, you heard this music, or hey, this person's doing a great thing. I went to high school with them, or I went to college with them, or I used to work with them. Word of mouth, free publicity. Those are the people who are your real supporters. The people who see that you're working your tail off and you have to be burnt out, although you're smiling and, putting on a face for the, everybody who's around you at the time. They pull you aside and, hey, man, how you doing? I know that what you're doing is really hard. What's going on with you? Are you okay? Do you need some time off? Do you want to, go get a drink? Just me and you. Those are supporters. If you don't have those around you, then you need to get them around you and get rid of all the fluff that is. The close friends who always got something to say, little sly comments. That's not what you want. The people who are, giving you likes on things, big accomplishments. There's people, making comments and saying, hey, that's a great accomplishment, blah, blah, blah. And they're like just hitting you with a like and moving on. Or not saying anything, but later on make a comment to where you know that they saw it and didn't say anything. Come on now. You can just stay away. And then your tweeners, the people who are, around sometimes and not around sometimes. Those people are associates, and there's nothing wrong with associates, but again, those are not supporters. Those are hangers-on. Those are leeches. Those are people who want something out of your success if it happens. If it doesn't, they're not consoling you about it. But if it does, hey, I want to go wherever you're going. No, thank you. Keep those people away from you. Real supporters are the best thing you can ever get. And again, they'll do stuff that you pay for. Free publicity, conversation about what you want to do. Some people actually have to pay professionals to just sit and talk because there's no one out there for them to sit and talk to. And if you're a person that you see somebody that you really are supportive of, give them a call, talk to them, see what's going on with them. Do they need any help? something that you can do. And that doesn't have to be something that's a burden upon you. But hey, yeah, when I make a post or when I come out with some music, if you can just listen to it and tell people what you think about it, just tell 5 people. That's cool. I'm good with that. Understand that you're being a supporter, because that person otherwise has to go online and pay for ads, or add their music or their work or their drawings or their t-shirts or whatever it is, so many different places, just hoping something pops. If you can help, then help. You'll be a great, great, great support system for them. Believe me, they need it. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. It's Drills.com. Check this shit out. It's Drills.